PlayStation's recent lobotomy leaves Nintendo in an interesting position, one they've arguably been in since Iwata-San was walking tangibly amongst us. But regardless of the position they're in right now, I think their overall fucking condemnation and forsaking of all of their actual intrinsic holistic attributes to attain fucking like monetary profits, this shit got me fucking tight, bro. And it takes me back to where just like looking at the entire just salt of the gaming industry just takes me back to it like in Arcane when Jinx aired out the whole, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but like she basically blew up a building full of like morally gray and questionable niggas that ran shit, and we were waiting for like a year plus to see who made it out, who made it alive. But I'm gonna come back to myself. Ever since PlayStation dropped a pathogenic bomb on the gaming industry in the form of an idiotic tweet fueled from a fire of desire that takes semblance of a vampiric hunger, one that only their consumer base, you know, I guess conveniently enough, can adequately satiate, nigga, their Twitter has not looked the same since. And for good reason, man. I haven't seen this many niggas in a room trying to fuck some since that Bonnie Blue shit. And I mean, this actually might be why there's only like 7% of estrogen on the shit. Bear with me, return to form and all that. Yeah, let's charge the average consumer more so we can push profit margins. Fuck them kids. Nigga, that's crazy, man. And they keep trying to keep it pushing like it's a regular day. Like, nah, nigga, the North remembers we on that ass every time. But to come back to myself and summarize, PlayStation basically said, hey man, we just go and go, so we're not having any of the moral fucking high ground that we did before, although it was already winning as it is, and we just saying fuck it, we making money at the expense of a multitude of other people, which is what this video goes into predominantly, but also Nintendo's position and this entire Game of Thrones type shit that's going on. Sony's ceasing of physical copies is trying to facilitate a notion of not owning anything and being the happier for it. Tragic. But what if I told you that not only is Nintendo our potential last choice select, but they don't have a choice in doing so and can't afford to go digital. They go attend Sony's funeral on some food be so good, you would be forgetting who the fuck died on some shit. And yeah, I guess there's some hope there, and I can't say the same about House of the Dragon. The fucking writing there, it's like I've been hearing that in the books, it's way more like, you know, actually coherent and makes more sense. I don't know if there's as much incest. I mean, that's always been Game of Thrones thing, unfortunately. But dude, the last episode was crazy. The whole cinematography and my nigga Jace, I can't. Okay, no spoilers. But fuck, bruh, the nigga got shot into fuck. They couldn't even have a faithful. Okay, wait, no, this is actually wrong video for this. But actually, speaking of House of the Dragon, I feel like Game of Thrones overall helped me get a better political viewing of just how the world runs in general, or at least compartmentalize it into a gestalt within a couple of regions. Like with the social engineering and the effect actions, singular actions of a player of big stature can have on the overarching narrative, correlate the aforementioned with the current gaming industry, and you can see where this is going. With PlayStation giving the world an exhibitionist experience, getting like fucked for the entirety of Twitter to see, man, it's just no question that everybody else within the game, like Xbox, Nintendo, would have no choice but to respond, whether it be verbally or just, you know, discreet. And you know, Nintendo, man, anything but. We're gonna talk about Nintendo's moves and dichotomy, and you're probably wondering yourself, or probably fucking to type a whole paragraph in the comment area. What about fucking objection, nigga? What about game cards and their Nintendo ninjas? And I'm gonna just need you to let me rock and let me cook for this one, okay? Hear me out. Actually, I want to shout out Monado Boy for this, because without this video that he made about Iwata-San, because I'm a little novice, like I still got a little baby face. You could probably gauge my fucking age range, but I will say I do view things with a retrospective lens as opposed to just a contemporary one. And this one was a really nice glimpse into the past, as I got to get a good breakthrough through Iwata's, one of Nintendo's arguably best presidents, his whole viewing of gaming in such a holistic way. And not only did he grow up with games, which makes it that much more potent, but he kind of just extrapolated upon his virtues and just pushed it to a whole company, which stands as a whole country's fucking best PR stunt. Not like it's, you know, kind of vapid underneath. They do have some morals within Nintendo, not some, like a good amount. Like it's just, you know, come in Japan's poster child, for lack of better terminology, and you know, not including disrespect. Hopefully it doesn't come off as disrespect. Fuck with me, Nintendo. But yeah, they don't, because of Iwata. And honestly, a lot of his principles, such as, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, let me look this up real quick. He further integrated lateral thinking with wither technology, which sounds crazy. And this is a breakdown for it. Essentially, it was coined by a trailblazer and Nintendo's legendary game designer, Gunpei Yokoi. It is a known product design philosophy and methodology that prioritize maturity and hardware driven to demand class conscious, give it a rebirth, and repurposing any old hardware and the new and improved evolution of its base principles, as opposed to looks maxing, which fuck clavicular, bruh, fuck this whole looks maxing shit that PlayStation is doing. The fuck you mean I don't have a choice within kind of choosing whether to save money or get a PlayStation 6 that just looks a little bit better with some more pickler? Like, the fuck out of here, bruh. That shit's so dumb to me. And this is the part where I kind of get into my bag and vent. I feel like, as an especially within this whole gaming thing. JoyConBoyz on some shit. I'm not turncoat, but I do dabble in PlayStation, bro. The Last of Us 2 meant a lot to me, bro, because that's when I was starting to come into conscious and realizing like the power that a story-based game can have, nigga. The whole duality of conflict between Ellie and her name, Abby, bro. It was crazy, dude. I don't gonna say it's picture perfect, but that's definitely a solid game in my book. It's up there, and the reason it's so high on my list is because of how fully fleshed out it was. It's such a good kind of addition to the Last of Us franchise, and I can't say some of the other theatrical releases share the same sentiment, but I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I just think that overall PlayStation, when they lock in, and even though this is Naughty Dog, but it's just, a vehicle for joy, innovation, and just enjoying something that can make that change in somebody's day and bring them joy or just distract them from the world at large, because we know how morally vapid and disgusting of a place can be at times, bro. And this is another thing where I think it doesn't have to be that way if we hold niggas accountable. I saw a tweet that gassed me the fuck up. It was like, hold on, it said the following, bro. Sony hate is losing steam. This is what they expected. Don't let them get away with this BS. And I gotta dick ride. Pause. And in a metaphysical, no dick riding. Matter of fact, I gotta agree. I think that we cannot let this overall notion of not owning anything and being happier for it kind of, push forward. There's so many things we can do as a class. It's just about unity. And you can extrapolate this past video games. You can just look at the world at large, bro. I think that the only way out of this is to vote with our wallets and also open our mouths, pause again, but actually articulate what's in this, like this anger fucking especially, oh yeah, I'm a black man, all I got is fucking anger and no way to actually properly articulate it, right? Fuck you, nigga. And sorry, that was for one of the people in the back, but man, that is the way out, and I will be damned if I live in a world where my future child, and I'm not gay, by the way, as a lot of you niggas want to conflate my fucking identity with, not that it matters, but I will say, though, that within all, I just want the future to have tangible gaming experiences, because this means so much. And on the other side of really this, back into Nintendo sales, especially physical, have been booming, my nigga, and it's honestly for good reason. It's not even just because of PlayStation just embarrassing themselves online like a multitude of other people have done, I guess to a lesser degree, but it's also to the extent of which they've always carried themselves, hence Iwata and their evolution of Iwata's methodologies and principles, especially within governing Nintendo. And I think that Nintendo, unfortunately, to some other people out there, could be our last saving grace and the last actual bastion of, avant-garde aspects within a conglomerate company. And again, every company has its we're operating under capitalism, my nigga. Nobody's without 50 Shades of Grey. I'm making like a lot of sexual in you. The point is, and to reel this back in, I think that Nintendo is one of our last saving graces here, and I think they could definitely attend PlayStation's funeral. No disrespect, shit, because they tend to be more so respectful, and I cannot say the same about PlayStation, god damn. But yeah, Nintendo's sales reflect intrinsic integrity predominantly. Sometimes it wavers, but monetary profit sourced from tangibility, I can tell you, man, that is all she wrote, and I'm excited to see what the future holds to push back against PlayStation 9. We haven't even gotten a chance to talk about the fucking lawsuits that they get in, bro. Again, the North members, y'all are gonna be in for an interesting quarter 4. I'm gonna see y'all then. And actually, including that, I want to say that this video is gonna be looking a little bit different. Again, this is a little bit of a return to form, because for a nigga, there are no rules, man. I was lost, bro. Shadow Walking Dead. Especially as a young man, I'm just trying to really utilize my time and allocate it properly, and it goes for up here as opposed to below. And yeah, I'm gonna skip the esoteric shit, but there's one thing for those in the community. Here, keep a keen eye out, or ear, for example. What the fuck am I talking about? If your name is on the following, I need you to check DMs. I have not sent them yet, but I will. Kless, Rawliet, KS Sword, Muro, Anthony, Blaze, T, Arrington, Virtual Boy, Zaka, and Mario. I need y'all to check your DMs, presumably on Discord, because I got something for y'all, and it's gonna be having to do with something that we have coming up. But that's neither here nor there. Just a little DM. And not signing in nobody's DMs is gonna be like fucking cordial. Don't even try to hit me with that weird alligator. Nah, we're not doing that, man. But yeah, much love. Make sure to take care of yourself. Take your time, like I'm doing currently. Let me breathe. And make sure to just enjoy yourself, all right? I'll catch y'all. Honestly, I'm probably gonna take another little break after this just to make sure, overall some shit is solid. And I'll catch you niggas real soon. I guess don't miss me too much.